My name's Panos. I was rated the 6th best driver on ratedriver.co.uk for July, with stirring reviews such as: this autistic child shouldn't be able to drive a moped, let alone a car. Needs to be apprehended. Basically a professional racing driver, and let's not forget, very sexy, big boy, yes. With those reviews behind me, I'm here to tell you why manual gearbox cars are awful, and here's why you should buy one. This is my 1.8T 20 valve Cupra. It is not in good condition, nor it is a new car, but it is a manual, a 5-speed with about a couple hundred brake horsepower, front wheel drive. It's a classic hot hatch, styly, and it's not really a very good car, but I love it, and there's a few reasons for that. So what the hell makes this make a car special? Or is it really special at all? So, manual transmission cars have been around since the start of the automobile, and there's not much really that's changed. We have more gears, some synchros, and they've got a little bit more slick and a lot more reliable. So why should we choose a manual car over double clutch transmission or high-end automatic boxes these days? Double clutch boxes are more efficient, they're faster, they're easier to use. You're not going to cack them up in front of your girlfriend and make yourself look like an idiot. You're not going to cack up hill starts. They're way harder to burn out than a normal clutch on a manual box. It almost doesn't make sense anymore. The prices are coming right down as well. They are still a little bit more expensive, so that is one reason on a lot of cars to go for a manual is the price. But some expensive sports car manual boxes are custom engineered with short shifts and like crazy clutches, and can be as expensive, if not more so, than the DCT boxes. And let's add to the point that a crappy manual is not better than a good automatic double clutch box. So a crappy manual is, as it states on the tin, a crappy manual. It's not going to be fun to use. If it's just like a Renault Twingo gearbox, or even the gearbox on this car, it's nice, but it's not something I'm going to rave home about. Like it's good, but What the hell makes a manual car such a desirable thing to petrol heads? What makes it the holy grail for most drivers, and what makes it something that people think you're not a true driver unless you've mastered H-pattern, unless you've mastered the stick shift, right? What makes people say that? So what would be the reason, right? If you look at it on paper, it shouldn't make sense almost at all, apart from a very slight price point on a lot of normal cars. If you look at high-end supercars, they all come with double clutch boxes now, and supercar engineers have to downgrade their cars to implement a manual just for the sake of fun. But what makes a manual car fun? What actually makes it worth downgrading the performance of your car to implement? Well, but like with skills in sports, right? The things that are easy to learn and easy to pick up, but hard to master and really be good at, that's what humans love. That's what we enjoy, right? If you look at football, it's super easy for me to pelt a football in my mate's face, right? Super easy. But it's endlessly difficult to progress to professional levels, to really master those tricks and get everything down in one. But really learning, say, heel and toe downshift, rev matching, and peeling it all together, like compressing it all and actually using it in high energy situations, that's something that is really exciting and it's really unique. And you do miss it when you use an automatic car and when you come back to it and you're allowed to have a bit of a play. You see, manufacturers know that automatics are more boring, and what they have to do is they have to purposefully engineer in ways to make them more exciting. So you see Volkswagen doing this so much these days with their pops and crackles, the DSG farts, right? They have to engineer in a way to bring that excitement back, especially for the performance customers. We're a picky bunch of sods, really. See, what makes manuals exciting, and it's not speed bumps, God, is not the ability for it to be perfect every single time, but it's the fact that you can get things wrong, right? You can mess up. You can screw up a gear change, you can cock up, and it can be quite dramatic sometimes. So being able to drive smoothly on a daily basis, being able to drive fast per se. In Mexico, boys, none of this. It's super satisfying when you get it right, and especially if you're with your friends or whatever. And humans get super bored when they don't have just the right amount of things to do. And the things with a manual car, and especially when you're driving it on the edge, it keeps you just busy enough for it to be sometimes a little bit too much, but it's just perfect. That was naughty. But manuals let you be naughty, and that's the thing. Maybe that's why manuals, that's terrifying every single time. Feel like, can you not? Maybe this is why manuals shouldn't be allowed. Because people are just naughty with them, especially in performance cars, right? They're designed to let you do skids. Say, drift cars are all manual. People spec supercars with manuals probably because they want to do skids, because they want to do, you know, cheeky clutch drops coming out of roundabouts and things like that. They let you be naughty. They let you have the freedom to do what the hell you want to do, and that's the magic behind them, right? Autos are catching up. Things like launch control do bring the fun back into it, but you can't get launch control wrong, and that's the fun. There's no stalling and having all your friends laugh at you. So we'll admit it, okay? Manual cars, 99% of them, aren't the be-all and end-all magical experience that everyone makes them out to be. But you get those one or two moments, you get those one or two cars that are really built beautifully, that have that short throw gearbox, you have that moment where you downshift perfectly, where it just all comes together. That is what's worth it, and that is why manual cars aren't great, but you should buy one anyway.